Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen, and today we're continuing our journey through Star Wars Andor. Last episode was a lot of setup, it was a lot of dialogue, not a whole lot of action-y kind of stuff going on, but I am really excited to see this heist or whatever it is that they're gonna try and pull off. Introduce us quite a few new characters. I'm liking their little gang, but I don't really know them well enough to be super invested, but I know that they don't trust Cassian, or Clem, I think is his name now, or his code name. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Still a little slow. People said around episode 3 it was gonna start picking up. Episode 4 was still pretty slow, but episode 5, we'll see. How are you feeling going into this episode?
Good, I agree that it's really been a slower pace. However, I'm really enjoying the different type of tone as opposed to some of the stuff that we've watched. It just feels a different altogether. I'm excited to check it out and see what's gonna happen. I think we both came to the consensus that something is on the horizon. I'm hoping that we get to that point.
Me too. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 5 of Andor.
Quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
Oh, a quarterly payroll, not the month.
Let's get to it.
All right, come on, heist time. Kind of looks like the alien logo, like the egg.
Ooh,
Being a leader
Blue milk.
isn't something one just
I was looking at the
turns on
cereal.
and off.
I just got some Reese's
By the
Puffs
time
from
you
the store.
remember to sit up straight, it's too late.
Kind of looks like that.
Shame we couldn't have seen more of each other when you were flourishing. I'd have the memory to sustain me. My assumption is you have no prospects for the future.
Forgotten the precision of your predictive powers.
You've remembered how to mock me? I'm calling Uncle Harlow. I'm calling in the family favor.
Setting the bar high, are we?
Uncle Harlow will know what's best.
It's all there. Bill asked me to have a look. That plus the bad arms, pretty clear you left wherever you were in a hurry. You know what this means, don't you? I saw your eyes go right to it.
Cratehead.
So where were you?
Sipo. 3 years. I was 13 when I went in.
They built a lot of cages, huh? The axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
That's why you're here? Revenge?
Nemec's a surprise. He's green, but he's all in. He's a true believer. Pentecost, she is stone cold and fearless. She's already sharing a blanket, if that's what you're wondering.
You could be walking us right into a trap.
They would have taken us down by now.
I'm here to win and walk away.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
This guy dresses like a Jedi almost.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like Japanese influence in what he wears.
Change in plan. Dad's taking me. You're taking me, right?
Clear it with her.
Just go, you're off the hook.
Enjoying this? We have a schedule. The driver's waiting. I've planned
Schedule?
this and we're going.
You're only doing it to show off.
What would I be showing off?
This girl.
Involved somehow.
Why is he just sitting there quiet?
Nobody cares. You can relax.
Is this really how you'd like to start the day?
I didn't choose this conversation.
Bro, you gonna say something? That's your wife? That's in your...
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, dude. Drop the ball there, my guy.
Somebody's gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. But something tells me he's been sleeping on the couch.
For a while. Stop with the man bun. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't get it, Mon. This is the new me.
One of the best navigational tools ever built. Can't be jammed or intercepted. Something breaks, you can fix it yourself. We've grown reliant on Imperial tech and we've made ourselves vulnerable.
He's writing a manifesto. Apparently the only thing keeping us from liberty is a few more ideas.
A few more ideas. Pace of repression outstrips our ability to understand it, and it's easier to hide behind 40 atrocities than a single incident. I've been waiting. It's a work in progress, and I know that there's a great deal left to say. You don't trust him?
I barely trust you.
You don't know how to get it off the runway, do you?
We know how to fly it.
You don't know how to get it out of there.
How do you input the weight?
It's ready to go. That's how they keep it. You're sure of that?
Yes, we're sure.
Why isn't this in the manual?
Because it's a custom job. It's an add-on. I'll pilot.
No, you'll do as you're told.
I'm flying it. You can say it's your idea. I don't care, but if it's my ass on the line, I'm pulling this thing out of there.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much that they can do about it. Aww.
Like how they just put this thing on a sheep.
Target practice. This was to be cleaned up yesterday. Where are they?
I believe they're in the tower, sir. The Commandant's wife needed help moving furniture for the dinner.
I'll be revisiting the schedule for winter furloughs.
Schedule. The Queen's English.
Shoulders back. More.
Don't touch me.
Can you walk like a soldier?
I've seen it done.
Captain Tigo! This would do as your headquarters.
Could I be made prefect? You can wear a ball gown if you'd like.
It's about confidence. We belong here. Last man in bolts the door behind him.
What are they doing?
Never mind about them.
You should switch. He's left-handed.
Why don't you get a handle on what we're doing here before you start making suggestions?
Why switch sides?
You want your weapon on the outside.
Fine.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh no. Ooh.
Surprise from above is never as shocking as one from below.
Enjoying the view?
Yes, sir.
It's always inspiring, isn't it?
Not too many Darnies to worry about anymore, though, eh?
It's less than 100 last time.
Still enough to smell him, right?
You're making rounds tomorrow night, and I expect you at your station.
Sir, yes, sir.
How's your arm?
It's good. You're a healer.
Moving your stuff.
Don't.
It was in the way.
I mean, I don't blame him for freaking out. He wanted her
Yeah.
stuff.
There's the hidden immunity idol.
Bosnian Prime.
They haven't broken, misplaced, or mislabeled a single military component in the past 12 quarters. Imperial Navy is the only account they have left at this point, and they never admit anything's wrong.
It's too spread out to be organized.
But you don't believe that.
If I was them, I'd spread it out. Never climb the same fence twice.
And what does she suspect?
2 more files each.
I'm not sure. Oh, they're burning their model.
Stay focused, Clem. To the rebellion.
To the rebellion.
But the scenery looks really good.
Tell you how wrong you were about Aldhani. Never felt police work was your chosen path. Perhaps you'll study Uncle Harlow with more energy in the future. It was a large enough mistake to be deeply educational.
Yes, I heard some of that. Sadly, I wasn't able to study Uncle Harlow's response. What's an Imperial lieutenant doing, getting involved with this?
What difference does it make? Fell in love with a local woman, lost a promotion. Then he lost the woman. Then he lost his taste for the Empire.
I prepared a reduced schedule for tomorrow. I know you were eager for that. I see the gantry still unpainted.
Uh-oh.
I've spoken to them about it, sir. And the thing you hear when posted to Aldhani is that perhaps you'll be lucky enough to be there for the eye. Fear morale might be crushed by having anything more than an essential roster down here tomorrow night. Absolutely, sir.
Make sure the men know how close they've come.
Falcon, get it together. Uh-oh.
Kyber. Sky Kyber. He comes here with nothing but the clothes on his back and a stone worth 30,000 credits.
If you have a problem, you come to me.
Who brings a treasure to a robbery?
We don't have time for this.
Okay, so I guess we know it's not a fake, huh?
It's your call. Let's not go too
Uh-oh.
Everyone stands down. Everyone!
Yeah, she needs to take control of the situation.
Yeah, come on.
Give him the stone, you can kill each other later.
It's heading towards the garrison.
Meanwhile.
This is not a cohesive team.
No.
I'm being paid. You need to know? That's it. I'm not worth it? I'll walk away and wish you luck. I don't want to walk in looking over my shoulder.
You think we're scared?
I know you are.
It's really only the money.
To take a risk like this? There's a difference between fear and losing your nerve. You want out of this.
Oh, I like that quote.
Let's get to the camp in one piece.
Well, I'm glad that he came clean.
Yeah, let's get it all out there.
When were you planning to tell me about this new foundation?
Didn't think you'd be interested.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks like Harry Potter's car. Or Ron, not Harry Potter's car. The Weasley's car.
Just like your model.
Should do. I've had plenty of time to study.
All right, so the plan's about to go down.
She wants me to tell you about my brother. What matters is they killed him. He was a farmer. I always hated the Empire. I don't really know what to call how I feel now.
What kind of farm?
Pepper trees. That's as close to an apology as you're gonna get.
Tyriman's in charge now. If all goes well, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Won't have a problem with me.
No farewells tonight. Plenty of work to do together tomorrow.
I thought you were turning it off.
I was just going to.
You want to be useful? Go clean some coins. I don't like seeing you nervous. Bel's the only one who traces back.
Andor. I wasn't careful.
You wanted this to happen. It's never going to be perfect. It'll all be over this time tomorrow.
Or we'll just be starting.
All right, just finished episode 5 of Andor. This honestly feels a lot like Lord of the Rings where we're at, where they're like going, I mean, even the scenery looks like Lord of the Rings, and he's got the little thing around his neck that's highly valuable. It's giving me that feel. Lord of the Rings and Star Wars kind of merging there. It's taking quite a bit of time to actually get to the mission, which also feels a little Lord of the Rings extended edition. But I'm excited to see it happen. I'm hoping it happens in the next episode. Like we said in the last video, we were told that these episodes kind of come in mini unofficial arcs. The first 3 were like one arc, and then episode 4, 5, and 6 are like one arc. So the next episode we should be seeing some kind of conclusion to this heist. I'm hoping that is the case, and I hope it's good. Next episode will be halfway through Andor. I've been enjoying it so far. It is slow. It's slower than what I'm used to with Star Wars. Not necessarily a bad thing at all, but it's certainly different. And as you mentioned in the beginning, the tone across the board is different, and not in a bad way at all. I like that we can have something that just feels a little bit more dark or droll, you know, or not depressing, but in that kind of vein. You know, in this nomadic life, struggling to get by, and then they're going to try and pull off this heist for the greater rebellion. So we'll see. Anyway, what did you think of the episode?
I'm enjoying it as well. I feel like overall it hasn't been as flashy as Star Wars stuff normally is. Things that they normally depend on as far as like amping fans up. They're really focusing more on small details, actual like dialogue, conversations, meaningful conversations, relationships. So I'm not minding that at all. It's definitely different, but I'm kind of liking that. It's nice to have something that's Star Wars, but not your typical Star Wars stuff. Definitely slow, but they're really at that point now where their plan is about to go into effect. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna turn out. I have a nasty feeling that something's gonna go terribly wrong, but who knows, it could go perfectly right. But I'm really excited just to see how this is gonna play out. Andor has this, basically it's his payment, right? For the gem that he's carrying.
Kyber. Well, Kyber is what they use in like lightsabers and stuff too, so it is very valuable.
But that was his payment for doing this, right? Or is that in addition?
He's gonna get 200,000 like once it's complete.
Okay. Obviously it's something that's very valuable, and this other guy, I forgot what his name was.
The other dude at camp?
Yeah.
Went through his stuff.
Like really just distrustful of him, which makes sense, honestly. I mean, they don't know him, and to a certain extent, they're having to trust this person to have their back, and kind of vice versa as well. So I'm really understanding where they're coming from as far as like having this severe, like, who is this guy? What's he up to? What's his reason for being here? Can we depend on him? I feel like it's being done in real time as far as like watching this get to the point where he comes to their camp and then them actually putting their plan in action. You know, we're seeing all the little details, like him going through his bag and the fallout from that. It's good so far. It's just a very different tone, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I think that depending on how the payoff is of all this buildup will ultimately determine my feelings on the show as a whole. Right now, it's you know, we keep commenting on how slow it is, and it's not a problem, but I'm hoping that the crescendo, that's what people say, that this show is just full crescendo. It's all this buildup, all this buildup, all this buildup, and then it lands, and it makes it all worth it. It makes the slow moments worth it. So I'm hoping that's the case, and that's what I am expecting. So hopefully we'll see. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below, so leave us a comment. We'll check that out. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You'll be notified when we post the next video. Check out Patreon. You can watch these before anyone else, usually without ads until I publish them, and you can watch the full-length reaction over there as well. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.